Welcome back to Hot Take Tuesday. Episode 6 of Season 2 is finally here. It's Tuesday night. You guys know what that means. I'm going to go through 5 hot takes tonight from the Discord. So if you would like to be featured in future videos, your hot take to be featured, and really it's like a shout out, join the Discord. Link will be in the description. Next Tuesday when I ask for the hot take, you drop your hot take. You go from there. So, first hot take we have here. Let's not waste too much time. First hot take. It's from LCCJS14. His hot take is Richardson will be the Offensive Rookie of the Year. Woo! I like this. I like this one. I think it could be a fun one. And, we all know Richardson, coming out of college, hasn't had a lot of experience, correct? We know he's had 13 starts, 12 in 2022. Just hasn't really had the experience that you would hope for when you're drafting a quarterback at number 4, expecting him to be ready week 1 and to really help bring your franchise out of the dumps, and in the case of a quarterback carousel, right? So the chances of him winning Offensive of the Rookie of the Year, what you have Bijan Robinson, I think he's going to be up there, and for how good that Atlanta running attack was without a running back like Bijan Robinson, a guy like Tyler Algier ran for over 1,000. If he ran for 1,000, could you imagine what Bijan could do on the ground and in the air in this system with Desmond Ridder? I think Desmond Ridder can be all right. I don't think he's going to be great, but I think he could be all right. He's a cool option. I'm excited to see him play. I want to see him get a chance, and that he is going to get. But really, is Bryce Young going to be that great with his supporting cast? Is he going to struggle a little? No, actually, Bryce Young has a pretty good supporting cast over in Carolina. CJ Stroud, I don't think he has a great supporting cast. I don't think Stroud is going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year. Gibbs was drafted high, but is Gibbs really an Offensive Rookie of the Year guy? I don't think so. You have a few receivers, Zay Flowers. I don't think Zay Flowers is going to be there. Maybe JSN, but JSN does have some competition in that receiving room. Really, I think the odds would go maybe Bijan, then maybe Anthony Richardson, or Bryce Young and then Anthony Richardson, really, because who else really is there? Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of really good rookies this year. There's a ton of good offensive rookies, but honestly, I think Bijan sticks out to me for being the Offensive Rookie Year. But for this one, I'm going to go warm. I think it's unlikely just because of how raw he is. He has a great situation around him, but I'm not sure if he's going to be ready right away. And if he comes out firing, if he comes out like Cam Newton did, Cam Newton was expected to take some time to really learn how to be a passer, learn the NFL, learn stuff like that, just like Richardson. But, Richardson's much more raw. At the same time, Cam killed it, so doesn't Anthony Richardson, the chances of him killing it are low, but they're there, and if he does, he's going to be the Offensive Rookie of the Year. But I'm not sure if he's going to. He has a good system. He has Shane Steichen, some good weapons, damn good running back. Offensive line is getting better, much better than last year. It will be. They're getting a full year. They're getting a head coach that they're going to want to buy into. They're going to want to play for this guy. So I think we're going to see a different team in the way of an attitude that they give off. So, yeah, I think Richardson has a decent shot. Even if he doesn't have a great year passing, he's still going to run for a lot of yards. He's still going to run for a few good touchdowns. So I think Richardson being Offensive Rookie Year, I'm going to give it warm. I think it's a bit unlikely just because of how raw he is. Like I said, he's got a lot to learn. So he may struggle in the passing department. And if Bijan just has an incredible year, I could absolutely see Bijan taking it away. Now there could be a guy later in the rounds, maybe I have no clue, but there's a guy maybe later on in the draft that pops up. I mean, you never know. So let me know what you guys think about that one. The next one we have up is from Silver Sabs. He has his hot take goes, Eagles go 16-1 next season, only losing to the 49ers in close game. So the Eagles, arguably, they're going to be better than they were last year as long as Hurts can do what he did last year. It's very difficult to have a repeat of an incredible year. We're going to see if he could do it again, because now there's going to be a whole other offseason of that offense. Well, no, it's going to be a different offense because, they have a different offensive coordinators. So it may be a little different, but Nick Sirianni's on the top. So how much is it really going to change? how much was it of Shane Steichen that really helped Jalen Hurts last year? Probably a good bit. Before Shane Steichen got there, the Eagles' offense was struggling under Nick Sirianni. I think Shane Steichen just kind of added that little boost and helped the offense so much that I think that's what they needed. They just needed, another guy for the offense, and Shane Steichen changed that. But Eagles going 16-1 next season. Like I said, it's going to ride a lot on Hurts, but at the same time, it doesn't. He doesn't have to play great because look at that team. The offensive line is great. They have great offensive line depth. They have solid weapons. Let's look at their draft real quick. I want to see who else they drafted other than Jalen Carter at 9 and Nolan Smith at 30. Like, damn, okay. Philadelphia Eagles draft picks. Let's see. All right, of course, we have Jalen Carter at 9. We have Nolan Smith at 30. Tyler Steen, I'm not a fan of him as a tackle. I don't think he'd be a great tackle, but if you move him into guard, I think he could be a dynamite guard. Safety Sidney Brown, you're just replacing Chauncey right there. Maybe not going to be that caliber right away, but I love Sidney Brown. I think he's going to be a phenomenal player. Keelan Ringo, so I'm tough on Ringo. I'm not a big Ringo fan, but this is great value in round 4, which, his hips are kind of stiff. He's, you have some questions with him, but his ball skills are incredible. He tests well. There's a lot you like about Keely, and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt of him sitting behind Darius Slay and James Bradbury, and at the same time just in an incredible defense that I don't think, I think he could turn out to be a pretty damn good corner, honestly. Tanner McKee, the 6th round, is really questionable just because of, the offense is really going to have to be changed. If Hurts goes out, middle of game, the offense is going to change drastically because Tanner McKee doesn't move. But in that situation, Tanner McKee can and will be the best backup quarterback in the NFL. The best backup quarterback in the NFL. In that situation, take it. Even though his, Stanford tape made bad decisions at times, but his cast didn't help him at all. And I think he could be the best backup in the NFL given the right situation. And Eagles, best situation he could have gone to. DJ Morojamu, I don't know much about him, honestly, but they also traded for DeAndre Swift. So I'm not high on another Georgia Bulldog. Who gives? Go figure, right? But DeAndre Swift, it's a phenomenal pickup. I know at first I was like, you give up a 4th round pick for a running back that's injury prone. That's a lot. But honestly, the Eagles could afford it. They can. They have such a great roster, such a great team. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to go 16-1. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to go undefeated. Now, going undefeated, it's just a whole different animal. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't think they do. Usually there's that one game in there like, what the frick? How do you lose to them but you beat all these other great teams? Just, kind of like how they lost to Washington out of nowhere. Let's look at the Philadelphia Eagles opponents. I want to see what division they're playing and what they're up against. So Eagles 2023 opponents, you have home games. Of course, you're gonna play the Giants twice a year. I think the Giants are gonna, the Giants are gonna be good, but I don't think they're gonna be good enough to beat the Eagles once. That's honestly, the Eagles are a pretty damn good football team. So them going 16-1. I'm still trying to find the opponents. Maybe here. Better. Here we go. All right. So of course they're gonna have the 3. The 3 games at home versus the divisional rivals, and then 3 away. So you're playing the Giants twice. You're gonna play Washington's gonna be a sleeper. Dallas. I think that whole division has a chance to make the playoffs. I really like Washington. The Forbes pick was high for me. It was a little rich for being that high, but at the end of the day, I like Forbes. It's just the size hurts. It hurts. But he's an amazing ball hawk. He's in the 0 percentile for weight. He's like, he weighed in at 166. 166. It's just unheard of. He's probably the only cornerback in the NFL that's 166. There's probably no corner that's as light or lighter. It's just wild. But maybe there is. Whatever. You get my point. And I bet you can't name them if there is. So I'll challenge you to name one. If you do know one. I doubt it. So you got the Bills. Bills are bare. I don't care who they play. Everyone is so beatable for them. It's just a matter of fact of how Jalen Hurts is going to play this year. If, even if they have some injuries, they have such a deep roster, man. It's just, gosh, like, where's the weak point? Do they really have one? I don't know. I don't think so. So, I can't believe I'm going to say this for going 16-1. I'm going to say that's cold, my friend. I'm going to say that's darn likely. Now, that may be a bold prediction by me, but they're such a damn good football team, man. You'd be drooling over that roster. Incredible football team. They're going, I'd be surprised if they don't win 14 games, to be quite honest with you. If they don't win 13, 14 games, I'm going to be surprised. I'm gonna be like, damn, the Saints can really have that much of of an impact. But I don't think so. I think that team just has such a great chemistry and, so many great pieces coming back. Jason Kelce, it's just, you got to love the football team. It's incredible. They're winning the division, and there's no question about it. They're winning the division. So, I'm going cold. I don't think it's a hot take whatsoever. That roster is so packed out. There's so much to look forward to. I mean, it's not going to be hard for Jalen Hurts to be a damn good quarterback. I'm not saying he's horrible. I'm just saying, he's a damn good quarterback, and he showed us last year. Let's just see if he can do it again. Now, things change big time when you make the Super Bowl. Sometimes the players don't think, sometimes, you have the Super Bowl hangover and you don't know what's going on. But this team is so well put together, I don't care. This year, they are the best roster in the NFL. They're the best team. Best roster. By far. Now, if they win the Super Bowl, then they'd be the best team, definitely. But just fell short last year, but would not surprise me to see this team go 16-1. Honestly, I could go on and on and on. I wouldn't surprise me if they sweep the division. They're probably going to have a loss to maybe the Giants or Washington here and there. Maybe Dallas. I don't think, Dallas, whatever. But point is, this is probably going to be the best team in the NFL next year. If you make a power rankings list, and if you don't have the Eagles at 1, I'm going to say you're on some stuff. I'm not going to say any of the words because I don't know what's allowed to be said on YouTube, but you get my point. You get my point. You're an Eagles fan. There's so much to be excited about. There's so much to be happy about. Next hot take we have here is from the Horseshoe. His hot take is the Colts go 9-8 and make the playoffs. So, I think the division is winnable. I know. There's a lot that this team didn't do well this year. And Anthony Richardson's raw. You don't know what you're going to get from him. But you're going to get the running ability and some home run ability in the passing game. Now, he's very raw. He's probably not going to throw for a lot of yards. Probably going to be like a Justin Fields situation last year where he's got a lot to learn in the passing department of his game. His accuracy, I think it will get better. I think that's something easy that can be fixed. A lot of times it's not. I think it's a mechanical issue. I think Anthony Richardson's accuracy is a fixable one. He has great character, but Colts go 9-8 and make the playoffs. Let's look at our opponents. I forgot which division we're playing. I think we're playing the NFC South. Indianapolis Colts opponents. This episode's gonna be a light, but oh well. We're rocking it, right? Alright. Indianapolis Colts 2023 opponents set. Alright. We got... Okay, I'm not going through every single little thing like that. Not happening. So it's 2023 opponents. Alright. At home, we have the 3 division games, right? You have the 3 division games away. I say you beat the... I could see us going 1-1 with every single team in this division, honestly. Maybe if Trevor Lawrence takes that step and Trevor Lawrence really takes it home, I could see us getting swept by the Jaguars, unfortunately. Maybe not. I wasn't a big fan of their draft. I thought the draft was a little icky. I thought the Texans draft was icky. That's another topic for another day. I'm not a fan of the Texans draft class. I think you gave up to move up to for Will Anderson what you would give up to move up for a quarterback. But I'm not saying Will Anderson isn't going to be a great player, but if both of these players worked out, you have your cornerstone players on your probably the two most important positions on each side of the ball. So if they hit big on both of those, this draft is automatically a win. Well, the first round, of course. The rest of the draft, still wasted capital if you didn't hit on them. But you have the Browns. Not sure how Watson's going to play. That roster's all right. The Steelers, probably going to struggle against them. We haven't beaten the Steelers since 2009. Just mark that down as a loss right now. I'm not calling them to win. I'm not predicting them to beat Pittsburgh until we actually beat them. I'm not. Or week 1. Or in Jacksonville. And we got the Saints. That might be a loss. The Saints are a pretty good football team. They do have some holes here and there, but the Bucks, think we can maybe beat the Bucks. The Raiders may be looking pretty good. Rams, probably beat the Rams. Ravens, probably not. Bengals, probably not. Even though the Bengals do lose to some weird teams sometimes. Sometimes they'll just have that game where they lose to someone, as everyone does, but maybe just maybe they could do it against the Bengals, but I ultimately say no. Panthers, Frank Reich, going to Frank Reich, or Frank Reich's coming to us. It's away game, so we're going to Frank Reich. That's a 50-50. Even though the Panthers probably win that one. They have a better football team. I don't know, though. It really depends, because if this Colts team could bounce back, it's just, it's weird. For the talent that we had, our record was what it was. Leonard was out the year, big cute. But there, at the end of the day, there's no excuses. If you have Super Bowl aspirations, there's no excuses why you're going 4-12. There's got to be something else wrong. Maybe Frank Reich just lost the locker room. No one wanted to play. That could be one of them. But honestly, at the end of the day, you need to continue to get better, and 4-12 is not good enough. So changes were made, and we're gonna see, how much of a difference it makes next year. You have the Falcons, maybe the Patriots, probably not. I say no. I don't think we make the playoffs. I'm gonna go hot. I don't think the Colts make the playoffs. I'm being brutally honest, and I love this team, and it hurts me to say that they're not, but that's the darn truth. It doesn't matter if it hurts me or not. The truth is the truth, and the Colts are probably going to be pretty crappy next year again. There's a good chance they are. I mean, maybe not. Maybe Anthony Richardson comes out strong. We'll see. I know this team has a ton of talent. It's never consistent enough. They can never put it together. So that's why I'm keeping my hopes low. I am not going to pump myself up for this team until I see they're playing good. Not going to happen until I see they're playing good. So I'm going to go hot. Next one we got here, by tones. The Chiefs do not win the AFC East. Wow. I don't think this one's going to take too long to talk about. So I'm going piping hot straight out the bag. Straight out the game, going piping hot. You got Mahomes. They've only gotten better with this year's draft. Let's look at the Chiefs draft. Kansas City Chiefs draft picks. Let's see. They have so many good players and stuff now too. So it's just like, come on, man. You got Mahomes. You're probably winning. I don't know how the Broncos are going to be. I'm not, let's see. I'm trying to get to my spot here. Draft picks. We'll try the Pro Football Network. Here we go. Felix Anduke Uzama. Yes, that. We're starting. That's just a Chiefs guy. He's going to be good there. Rashee Rice. Kind of the same to a lot of the receivers they do have. Wayne Morris. I don't know a lot of these guys other than Rashee Rice and Felix, but they'll make them work. They're the Chiefs. Yeah, Andy Reid. They're going to be a good football team. I don't see the Broncos, the Raiders. Raiders aren't doing it with Jimmy G. The Broncos aren't doing it with Russ. The Chargers, probably not. Let's look at the Chargers draft class real quick. Chargers. I feel like the Chargers can be the team that may challenge them. Let's look at that. The Chargers draft picks. Let's see. They got Quentin Johnston. That's a good pick. You got an edge. You got a linebacker. You got Jordan McFadden, Scott Matlock. You still didn't really get that guy that is going to plug the middle for you. I think they did sign someone, though. They did have a decent free agency class, so Los Angeles Chargers free agent signings. Let's see. Let's take a peek. I should have done a little bit of this. Eric Kendricks, he will definitely help with the run game. Is he going to be great? No. Other than that, is there really a guy that's going to... Morgan Fox, okay. Joe Gaziano, no, he went to the Falcons. Yikes, they don't really have anyone on the interior then. It's like the Chargers depth chart. Let's see. Oh yeah, they don't really have... I mean, yeah, they have Bosa. He's hurt all the time. Morgan Fox. Joseph Day. Sebastian Joseph Day. Austin Jackson's their nose tackle. I mean, nah. I'm still going to see them struggling to win games. Now, their offensive line is going to be healthy compared to how it was last year. That may be a big difference. But the Chiefs are just too complete, in my opinion. The Chiefs are too complete. So I'm going to go piping hot. Last hot take here is by Rodent Killrat. I like your name. His hot take is the Colts go 17-0. I think I just told you guys it's hot for them to go 9-8 and make the playoffs. I'm gonna go piping high here. The Colts have never won week 1 in like 28 years. They haven't beaten Jacksonville in 28 years. They haven't beaten Pittsburgh in 28 years. They have to roll with the quarterback who only had 13 starts in college. There's too many question marks. There's too many question marks for them to even be making the playoffs, in my opinion, to be a real contender. So, piping hot. I'm not going to spend too much more time on this one. But, yeah, man. That's it. That's going to do it for episode 6 of season 2 of Hot Take Tuesday. Appreciate y'all for stopping by, having a good time chatting some football. Sorry, this episode's probably going to be a little late just because it's processing all that junk. So, let me know what you guys think. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, put the post notification bell on. Join the Discord so you could be involved next week. We want more hot takes. We want more people. Join the Discord. Link will be in the description. Join. Now. Or it's going to be in the chat box. Yeah, in the chat box. That's where it's going to be. So, it's JDW SportsTalkShow. Signing off.